absolute value of 7 minus 5x is greater than or equal to 3. And since it's greater than or equal to, we know it's going to be an OR problem. And it's also important that we realize absolute value is a distance from 0. So we can show this by saying 7 minus 5x is greater than or equal to 3, or 7 minus 5x is less than or equal to a negative 3. We use 3 and negative 3 because they are both 3 spaces away from 0. And to show that on a number line, we would use the closed circle because 7 minus 5x is greater than or equal to 3, so we shade to the right. And since 7 minus 5x is less than or equal to negative 3, we shade to the left. And we're including 3 and negative 3, so that's why we used closed circles. And then in order to solve this, we solve them as two separate inequalities. So when we do that, first we do 7 minus 5x is greater than or equal to 3. Our first step is to subtract 7 from both sides because we want to get x by itself. So that leaves us with negative 5x is greater than or equal to a negative 4. Then we're going to divide by a negative 5, and whenever we divide or multiply by a negative, we have to flip the sign. So that leaves us with x is less than or equal to 4/5. And then for the second part, 7 minus 5x is less than or equal to a negative 3. Again, we're going to start by subtracting 7 from both sides, leaving us with a negative 5x is less than or equal to negative 10. Again, we're going to divide by a negative 5, and we have to make sure we flip the sign. And that leaves us with x is greater than or equal to 2. Now, there are 3 separate ways we can show this solution. The first one being set builder notation. And that looks like this. And what this is saying is the set of all x such that x is less than or equal to 4/5 or x is greater than or equal to 2. Another way we can represent this solution is on a number line. And first, we want to find 0 on the number line, and then we're going to plot 2 and 4/5. And since x is greater than or equal to 2, we're including the 2, so we put a closed circle and we shade to the right. And since x is less than or equal to 4/5, we include 4/5, again with a closed circle, and we shade to the left this time. And then the final way to show this solution is by interval notation. And if we look at the number line, we can see that this goes on and on forever towards negative infinity. So we're going to put a parentheses and negative infinity. We use a parentheses because we don't ever include negative infinity or infinity. So then that stops at 4/5, and since it's a closed circle, we're including 4/5. So we represent that with a bracket, and then to join these two together, we use a union symbol. And then since it stops at 2 and it's also included, we're going to put a bracket again, and then comma, and then since that goes on forever towards infinity, we use infinity and we end it with a parentheses, and then that's it.